mother alone.
It doesn't matter. We have a court order.
Well, he just told me that she's not coherent.
Well, she could talk to him, but she says funny thing because she's still on some of the drugs that they've been pumping her up with, and I'm trying to clean it out of her. But she keeps telling him she doesn't want to go, and that is, over her protests. But that doesn't matter; it's coming anyway.
Well, if she doesn't want to go, then...
Well, I know. I mean, they're going to take her anyway. Even before I told her that, she was kind of joking around, saying some funny things that didn't make much sense, and then he was trying to, talk to her like this and get her to say what he was wanting her to say. And that's when I said, she's got a little bit of probably some drugs in her system, so, don't do that. But then I asked her, I said, do you want these people to take? She's like, no. She wants them out of her house.
No, but there is a responsibility to protect the integrity
Right.
of cases. That's why they have
Right.
lawyers get more chairs to make sure we don't catch criminals that were forced
Right.
to release.
Okay. So you got to keep saying.
But wait, let me just copyright. It is.
Well, I get everything on audio.
Can I help you? I'm ready.
Audio.
Listen.
You want to come in?
No. I'd rather
Mr.
stay out
Ball?
here.
Hey, John, remember today when we went to the nursing home to get Mom? When we went to the nursing home today to get Mom, they released her, right? The lady, the nurse talked to Mom, and she said she wanted to come home, and they released her, right? Well, the police are here, and people trying to load her back up and take her out of the house without any kind of paperwork or warrant or anything like that. Yeah, that's what's going on. And you were there when they released her, correct?
Yeah. Can you talk to him?
Yeah, here, let me talk to them. They don't care.
I'm going to take a bait.
I do care, but I can't do that.
Okay, no papers at all. They're saying they have a verbal warning. Of course, I can't prove that. They don't have to show that, so there's no proof. But, there's no proof. And so they're trying to take my mother out of her home.
We're going to put you over here, okay?
Mom, that's your son.
Okay.
Mom, do what now? What's that?
Will you go with us?
They're saying she was improperly released from the hospital, and she wasn't properly released, and they're trying to say that since there's no water, it's a safety thing, that they're taking her. And I'm like, my mom's safe with them, that they're going to take her anyway. They're not showing us any proof, and I don't think she should go. I think it's bad.
Huh?
But I don't. Of course she should.
Go! Come on, man.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well,
no.
Okay, you can handle it.
It's okay. It's a kidnap. Okay. Well, I'm going to press charges on this.
Huh?
Get away from me.
Look, I'm getting this on film. They're forcefully taking her. This guy's grabbing her. She's saying, "Let me go." And this guy, I've got it on film. Pat, I hope you're watching this.
I was checking.
No, I hope you're watching this. She's.
Understand. We have an order to take you back to the nursing home.
I don't want to go there. I never did.
Do you hear this? Are you listening to this, John? Hang on, I got you on speakerphone. Listen.
Never right.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but Judge Riley ordered you back there. I explained to you.
No, that
That's how I think. And I understand you don't have a choice.
yes, I do.
No, ma'am, you
No
don't.
choice for that man. You what you go.
Can you hear me, John? Yeah, listen to this. I've got it on.
Ma'am, you don't even have running water there. I just checked.
We've got third-party water.
You have water though.
Yep, Well, we do. And I was going to get some more. I'll tell you what, I'll take her to a hotel. I'll take her over to John's, and we'll stay over there.
Actually, you check
With his
local
water.
city ordinances. If you don't have running water,
Right.
it has to be condemned.
Okay, what we're going to do is I could take her to John's, and he's got
The
water.
judge says, I even offered to see if we could call the judge and get her to a nursing home.
No, not just nursing. No, not an institution where the state's getting paid for this. I'm talking about, not that, because I know what's behind that. What I want him to do, though, if you're all concerned about the water, why don't we do this? If you're concerned about the water, I'll take her to John's. The guy that I'm talking to, he's got...
concerned about the judge's order. Understand, I'm not going to jail. I just talked to the
I
supervisor.
know you don't want to go to jail, and I know that. But what I'm
I just talked to
thinking...
the supervisor of the sheriff's office. It's on
Right.
duty right now. He said, hey,
But but you all realize, and John's listening to this too, you heard my mom consenting and telling them to let go, correct?
ma'am,
You've heard that. My mom, I'm just making sure I've got someone that's listening. Okay?
stop on the phone deal, okay?
No, I can't have someone listen in on this.
I can
Okay?
also remove you from the premises for obstruction.
I'm not obstructing. You
sir.
do what you want to do.
We can't talk with her while you're in here excited.
Listen,
All right, Ms. Figueroa.
Visit letterperiod.com or call 1-800-713-2861 to get the
Ms.
facts
Figueroa.
about any monthly bleeding or menorrhagia. After all, millions of women
Ms.
have
Figueroa.
periods. What
Hello?
Wanda.
yeah, I'm here, John. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
wow. Is your neighbor, can he come over too?
Yeah, hang on. They're trying to talk.
On the witness.
Yeah, hang on. They're trying to talk. Hang on.
Ms. Figueroa. Ma'am.
If you're burning, bad taste, and belching all quick, talk to your doctor. It could be acid reflux disease. And ask about prescription Acifex.
One pill works all day, all night.
And now most patients
Judge,
get
that-
$20 a prescription with an instant savings card.
You driving rail?
492-3315.
We're going to put you on bed, okay?
No! Kill him, go!
Do you hear that? They're taking her. They're forcing her. Let me call my neighbor. Hang on.
Okay.
Guys. Pat, man, you're not like this.
Chuck, I'm not real fond of it. I've been stuck in the